All right, yo, we recording?
We recording?
Oh, shit, I said your tagline.
Oh, fuck out of here with that. Yo, Stiz.
Yo.
Today's episode of Stuck on Stuff is brought to you by Bodega Alexander. Luga Alexander and the Walking Fortunes presents Bodega Alexander, located on 102 Winthrop Ave in South Lawrence. Grand opening December 1st, right down the street from Lawrence High. Shout out to Bodega Alexander for sponsoring this shit.
Go get fresh, yo.
Yo, Stiz, man. We've been having a fucking crazy time setting up this podcast, my brother.
So it turns out that setting up a studio is a lot harder than I thought.
Couple of retards just trying to set up a fucking podcast.
I thought like, yo, I can color. I should be good.
Right, we got to move, moving locations. We're trying to figure shit out, get the right equipment. We ain't exactly the engineer types.
At the end of the day, we wanted to be on our own. We wanted to be doing, all our own shit.
Which was always the plan.
Thing. Yeah, absolutely. So we're starting to put that plan into progress, or into motion, and
it's been a long day trying to get this shit cracking.
But yo, we are back. Stuck on Stuff, episode 12, yo.
We're back, and actually a special surprise, which we weren't even expecting today. The homie Artisin just happened to be Artisin from ST the Squad, ladies and gentlemen.
What's good? How y'all?
He's high as a motherfucker. That's one thing about this new location. I'm contact high right now, you motherfuckers, man.
We've been doing a little puffage out here.
But I can crack my bruise over here, so I fucks with this.
So yo, 2 weeks now we've been gone. What in 2 weeks? More sexual allegations.
Tons of sexual allegations.
The Patriots smashed the Raiders.
That was dope.
Smashed the Raiders.
Want to get to this? Who else came out? So last we touched. I shouldn't say touched.
Dart Adams. We
talking about Louis C.K. jerking off in front of the girls and shit.
Crazy. He is. I think when we did that, he had already put out his apology letter.
All right.
And basically said like, yo, listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have whipped my dick out without asking permission. That's literally what he said, yo.
Who came out since then? I did hear something about Steven Seagal. Your boy Steven Seagal?
Yeah, Steven Seagal. That is my boy. He called me. But yo, I don't know. He reminds me of like a dude that would be like, I always heard shit that he beat his wife. I don't like Steven Seagal. Never did.
Creepy kind of dude, yo.
Never did. Don't like his movies.
Nah,
don't like
me neither.
anything
Fuck that
about
dude.
him, yo. Oh, like people like the generation before us, I feel like he was big.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't shit. It was always Van Damme. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Steven
Van Damme. Yeah. Why? You like Van Damme? What's your favorite Van Damme movie?
Well, like when I was a kid, for them movies, yeah, Van Damme. All them shits fucking
I just remember
Lionheart.
Bloodsport.
The one with the fucking big Chinese dude in every movie.
That was
Bloodsport, right?
Nah, he was he was the bad guy in a couple of them.
The one with the fucked up eye?
The fucking, I don't know. He was just fucking massive like this. All them Van Damme movies was ill when I was little. I never fucked with Seagal. Fuck out of here.
And I think Van Damme like does his own shit. Maybe I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. I think he does. He be doing them splits, fucking on top of like buses and shit.
Yo, yeah. Yo, you know what's? You ever see that movie The Crow?
Yeah.
I think back in the day when it came out.
Yeah.
That motherfucker died when he was filming that movie.
I know, that's crazy, right?
So there's a scene where he hops up on the table. And there's like bad dudes at the table and they shoot him. Turns out someone put real bullets in one of the guns when they were supposed to be blanks.
Right.
Fucking shot dead. His father, Bruce Lee, same thing happened.
Crazy. Were they using real guns in movies up until that point?
Well, I think that the guns that they use for the most part are all real, but they buy blanks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know
so
what you
the guns are real.
So they get the official look and all that.
Yeah, but the ammo is always supposed to be blanks.
I just want to quote from the female saying the Steven Seagal shit is funny to me.
Why?
He told me her name is Portia de Rossi.
Oh, of course, Portia.
Portia, right. He told me how important it was to have chemistry off screen as he sat me down and unzipped his leather pants.
You gotta have that chemistry. I mean, listen.
You gotta have leather pants too if you're Steven Seagal.
If we're gonna do this movie together,
Rick James leather pants and shit.
Yeah, yo, the sexual. I mean, it seems like every day this shit is happening too. I know, I don't want to get too crazy into politics, but Senator Al Franken.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah.
He just got hit with this. I think there's like 3 women now at this point, maybe even 4, 5 that have stepped up. And so for the most part, Roy Moore, who's a Republican guy that's running for Senate right now, right? It turns out he touched mad little girls, right?
Wow.
These girls came through, whatever. There we go. That's the money spot.
That's the sweet spot right there, kid.
That's the money spot. So Senator Al Franken, he used to be a comedian on SNL.
Right, I remember.
Now he's a senator. It came out against him. So this whole time with the Republicans, Trump didn't say a fucking word.
Of course, yeah.
The second Al Franken it went out, he was on Twitter right away. This motherfucker gotta go. Blah 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 blah. Of course. And keep in mind, Trump himself
has been accused
by like 20-something fucking women for doing the same thing.
He forgets.
It's crazy. Now listen, I'm not saying that this shit doesn't happen, and I'm not saying that men do fucked up shit to women, right? Clearly.
For sure.
But at the same time, right, the way that it's coming out, it's like every day is a new fucking person, right? Like,
this is the thing.
There are cases when women might say something, and I feel like people are gonna come at me and be like, "Oh, whatever." But like, there are cases where women falsely accuse men of stuff. That does happen.
A lot of cases.
That does happen. So all I'm saying, and here's the thing, you got to do it with both sides. You can't just pick, all right, well, I'm gonna do it for this person and not. You got to do it for all.
Right.
You got to give them, you got to let the whole process work.
Of course.
It's hard to like not judge somebody in the public's opinion.
But then here's the shit too. Just in general, if we keep digging, or I say we, if they keep digging, then every single day there's gonna be a thing, and we're not gonna have nobody left to like.
That's how many fucking men are sexually harassing women.
That's what I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. I just think like
no, I mean,
and not even might not necessarily be the sexual harassment, but they'll find something else if it ain't sexual harassment that we're not gonna like and be like, damn, I fucked with that dude.
I mean, listen,
that's how I felt the Louis C.K.
all three of us right here, four, including thank you, our homie Jules is over here.
Shout
Jules came through. He is trying to help us get set up. He is our engineer at the moment right now. Shout out Jules. Jules makes beats. He makes beats. Go check him out. Jules, where can we find you at?
At Jules Giuliano.
Jules Giuliano on everything. Go find him. But yo, listen, I think if we were all to be honest with ourselves, has there been a time in your life where maybe maybe like saying taking advantage of a woman isn't the right, but you definitely was
dog when you're a teenager,
piggish,
when you're a teenager or in your 20s or late 20s, even though dudes go to parties.
Come on,
what they trying to do?
No.
They're trying to get these bitches drunk.
Yeah. Come on.
There's a reason they're trying to get them drunk. You know what I'm saying?
But some of these
shit always exists. My shit dipped, yo.
Yeah, what, your mic, right?
My mic volume dipped a little.
Yeah, mine did too, a little bit.
Is that something we're going to be all right to keep rocking?
All right, well, we're going to keep rocking anyway. So what else? So sexual allegations everywhere. Yo, Snuck, I went to Comics Come Home.
That's right.
It was so fucking dope.
You were chilling with Jimmy Fallon in there.
I met Jimmy Fallon. I met Jeff Ross, the roast master.
I love Jeff Ross.
Cam Neely.
That's amazing.
Bobby Kelly, who I don't know if you guys know, but Bobby Kelly is a comedian. He's from out here, and he is on the rise, bro. And he definitely stole the show. Fallon was good. Dennis Leary.
Always kills, right?
Yeah, he was really good too. Lenny Clark was cool. But yo, it was crazy to me. Fallon, short. He was a little shorter.
They always are.
I thought he was a tall dude. I really thought Jimmy Fallon was like a tall dude.
They're always little in person.
But was super cool. Pause. Was like super, always down to come right up to you, like whatever. He
seemed like that in the videos I seen.
Yeah, he was cool. And Cam Neely. I don't really like. I remember Cam Neely's name back in the day just being like, oh, he was the man. He was a star. Like, were you a Bruins fan?
Well, no, I was never really a hockey fan. Recently, I started watching a little, but I'm not like a fucking hocky guy or nothing.
I was never really either.
But I know him as fucking, that's Seabass, right?
Shout outs to the Bruins, though.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Kick his ass,
Seabass.
Yeah, that's Cam Neely.
That is Cam Neely.
Explain that to me. What? That's the
Dumb
Origins?
and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
He plays fucking Seabass in Dumb and Dumber.
Cam Neely?
Yeah. Kick his ass, Seabass, yeah.
Oh shit! I don't even remember that moment. I don't remember that.
The fucking salt and pepper scene
when he throws
in the
salt
diner
over his shoulder.
I like vaguely remember.
He literally throws the whole
thing
over his shoulder.
Yeah,
and then he hits him in the head, and the dude comes and spits on his his sandwich or some shit.
Yeah. Stiz blows my mind at least once a week with the most obvious
like,
of
you never
like
see Dumb and Dumber.
The biggest like cultural phenomenon of shit that he'll be like. It was Rihanna the one week, and then this Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah,
like,
the Rihanna.
Everybody knows that
song.
shit.
I didn't know that song.
But then he posts random shit out his ass that I would never know. But then,
yo, what's up with your girl Mariah? Son?
Why you sweating her? What's good?
Yo, listen. So I was on Instagram yesterday, and
everything's good in the hood. I know.
What did I see? She posted it. She posted a picture and was like, "Sorry, I couldn't be somewhere."
She been a little sick or something.
I'm sorry, I'm a little sick, right? So
Under the weather.
I'm under the weather. So I commented to Snuck.
Stiz added Superstar Snuck so I could see it, which I already did see it.
And I was like, quote, under the weather.
Now in my head, I'm thinking
Mariah
Stiz fucked up.
has a drinking problem. And that's why I'm always trying to convince Snuck that I think she needs to go to AA.
And in my head, I knew Stiz fucked up. Because you don't comment negative shit on an MC pick without them lambs coming out.
I didn't. So they have a name. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, the Mariah fans are called lambs, much like the Beehive for Beyonce and all this other shit. Yeah.
So I make that comment, poking fun. Next thing I know, there's like 3 bitches in my Instagram like, fuck you, she ain't under the weather. That was a throwback Thursday pick. Blah, blah, blah.
Stiz getting attacked.
I was like, oh, shit, yo.
Yep.
It was the first time I'd ever experienced
they come out of everywhere.
like,
different countries, gay guys, little girls, they're just all attacking Stiz right now.
You got rushed by a bunch of lambs.
Yo, I did. Why did they call them lambs?
Crazy,
I'm not sure where it came from. Because it's weird because I can't call myself that because it sounds so whack.
Yeah, I'm a lamb.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to an MC show, which I've been more than one occasion, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of gay couples, like male couples and shit. A lot of females, obviously, and like a lot of dudes that's on their date that like their bitch brought them there and they're just having the worst time of their life. I went with my best friend P. We fucking sang our fucking hearts out all night.
Really?
Loved every second of it.
Looking back, just you and your boy.
Just me and my man.
Oh, that's great.
Literally, probably everybody there probably assumed we was gay.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing but fucking gay dudes and like girls. I'm like, yo, I'm just here to listen to the GOAT perform a few things and be out. Like,
where was the venue?
Oh man, we seen her in.
I'm trying to see how much she sold.
I seen her at the Garden.
Oh, so she's doing
sold
the
out.
Garden.
That was like the Mimi tour, super major.
Yeah.
And then I seen her at what's the one that's like fucking it's like looks like a fucking church almost inside. It's
looks like a church inside.
It's a fucking theater. Fucking.
It's the Wang.
I was either the Wang. I think I seen her at the
Strand?
Wang. Yeah. The Wang. Yeah. And I could touch fucking ceilings. I had the wackest seats ever. But shout out to the lambs getting that Stiz. Keep it coming.
Yo, you know what I hate about those theater seats? I'm like my biggest fear is heights, and I hate fucking
they do go like that.
Dog. They're mad steep, bro. I always wonder, like even at the Garden, like. How has anybody ever fell off the fucking thing?
Yeah, right. It's true.
Being so drunk coming down the fucking steps with your 2 beers in your hand, yo.
Spilling all them beers all over everybody.
That, yo.
I be going to wrestling shits, mad drunk with my boys, spilling shit all over families and kids and shit.
I know, right?
Shit is the worst.
Yeah, that's
be mad hyped up too and shit when shit starts getting popping and shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised.
And shit.
Oh my god, dude, that's like my worst fear, yo.
Yeah, that shit is.
I seen a video of a chick. I think our boy Mike Rappaport did an Instagram video. I don't know if you was talking about it too. Like there was a girl. It was like a woman, and she was in a. I think it was at a baseball game, and she was ripping a butt.
Oh, she got hemmed up by the dude.
Got hemmed up.
You seen that video, Sin?
By the dude.
Fuck, I'll pull that shit up.
Yo, there's this girl. There's this lady, and she's
old
at
lady,
a baseball
right?
game. Yeah, she looked like she was like mid-50s or something. She starts lighting up at her seat. She's in like the bleachers or something. All of a sudden, a security guard appears and he's like, "Put the cigarette out." And she's like, "Fuck you." She keeps smoking.
Yeah.
He grabs her, fucking drags her out. She falls to the ground. He's just dragging her by her head.
Damn.
Out the shit.
Bodied her.
Yeah, bodied her. Yo, Eminem's album. So the song's been out for a little bit.
I thought that they were saying it was supposed to drop.
I thought it was gonna drop on the 17th.
I thought that too. I heard.
Because
he pushing it back. Rosenberg or whatever.
Paul Rosenberg tweeted something and it was like 11, 17, 17. So I think everybody thought the album was gonna come the 17th at midnight. It didn't come.
You know what
but
I think?
It's definitely all done. It's gonna come out any day.
I think that he threw that walk on water out there to like test the waters.
See if he get away with some shit like that.
To see like how people will react to him, just his comeback, because he's obviously been hearing a lot of like backlash about
which is kind of what the song is about.
That's exactly what it's about.
Yeah. Dot Adams hated that shit. Stiz hated that shit.
A lot of people hated that shit.
I fucked with it.
I didn't like it at first. I don't hate it as much as I did when I first heard it. I don't love it by any means.
Stiz had a good thought, Sin. He thought that shit was maybe a leftover
from 444.
444.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like it would fit on that record.
And I remember when the fake 444 track list dropped, the one we all got excited about because it had all the names different. It was like Andre. We thought Andre was gonna be on it. M was gonna be on it. All these people and shit. Maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Those were real tracks that just never came out.
You know Jay-Z and Eminem are talking at least a couple times a month or whatever.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
They're posted up on, they know what each other is
that
doing.
That could have easily been a 444 record that he was just going to have M do one verse on or whatever. Ended up just being M's record for whatever reason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, I hope M comes back and I hope he kills it. You know what I mean? I really do.
I am like an avid M fan, and if
Since the straight lyricist, he's all about that.
I see people hating. Like I read comments and shit, and I'm like, damn, it doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, damn, didn't you like this nigga like 3 years ago? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
I mean, listen, this was my thoughts on it. I thought like, listen, this is the first record you've put out in a long time, bro. You know, and I felt it was a little too slow. It was a little too introspective. You know, I wanted something that I could. I mean, and there's not a lot of songs that you can ride to in your whip from Eminem, but just give me something with like.
That's definitely
like
an album filler single that he put out. Like he put out.
But it's not. He's never had a single like that. I wanted a Without Me. I wanted a real Slim Shady. I wanted a even the new one.
Well, they blasted it out because they had B on it. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the original version probably did have Skylar Grey or something. She performed it with him on SNL.
She wrote it. She wrote it.
I would imagine. She
wrote
dope.
that hook.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I didn't like, too. He was on SNL last week.
Yeah.
He does the Walk on Water, right? And I'm thinking, oh, shit, he's going to do one song. Because they do one song, and then they come out later and do another
What did he do for the other one? Stan, was it?
So he did it all in one thing, and he did, he went from Walk on Water into Stan into Love the Way You Lie. Or Monster, one of them. It was one. It was like those three. Which was cool. All right, yeah. But you're on SNL. Why not do Walk on Water and then come out again and do a song off the album that no one has heard?
I agree.
Which is what
that's what a new artist would have to do. I feel like he's at this point in his career.
That's funny that you said that because that's what Drake did. When Drake went on one time, he was on SNL and his album was about to drop. He did the one song that had leaked. And then he did, you know that song, Look What You've Done for Me.
Yeah. Right. So
he did that song. Shit, Yo, and like,
M could have did that, but he's also M, so you got to think.
Like, yo, what's that? I want to hear that.
For the promo run for the album when it's going to drop, how many other late night shits is he going to be hitting up like that?
Yeah, that's true.
And, you know, or things of that nature, award shows, or if it's award season, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of platforms for him to do that. But you're right. He could have easily did that. He's fucking Eminem, though, so, you know.
But the big thing that I know you wanted to talk about was the Cam shit. Set that shit up.
The setup to that shit is that Cam dropped. We'll get into this. Could be the music segment for this week, whatever. But Cam dropped a new album earlier last week, I believe, when we was off, called The Program. I got through like halfway of it. I'm a Cam fan.
The whole album?
Yeah, it's an album. They calling it an album or a mixtape? Do you know?
I don't know. I thought it was an album.
I think it's an album. It
looks like an album.
He didn't go over any industry beats, right?
No.
It's all original beats?
Nah, I think it's an album. So, very first song right away, just destroy, goes at Mace. Just and not even like a battle way, just telling a story about how he had to fucking, Mace called him from the crib with some girl or whatever, called Cam because the girl's boyfriend was outside. Like, yo, Cam, come like fucking help me out, whatever. Cam sent some people over. Mace got back, blah, blah, blah. This is all within the rap. He's telling the story of it. They get back. Mace hands him $100. He's like, yo, fuck is this? Like $100? Saving lives and shit. But that was just the first verse. Then he's some other jabs without. Long story short, yesterday or whatever, Mace out of fucking nowhere just drops his fucking
over
the Hove beat.
Why? Oh, that's what that is. I'm like, why do I know that beat?
H-O-V-A. Was that the beat?
Yeah, the Blueprint is the Blueprint too.
Yeah.
That's the name of the
song. I was
song,
just excited to hear Mace because I'm always a Mace fan. I was a
big Mace fan. I remember when Harlem World dropped, I bought that. I think we've even talked about that. I don't know if it was off mic or on, but we spoke about that album, 24 Hours to Live. Remember that song?
That whole album
had 24 Hours to Live. Just
hands
think.
down the joint on it.
And then I like the song that was about a girl. Have you ever met a girl? I don't even know.
The hook was so dope, and that beat was so fucking dope. But that whole shit was dope, and I get excited to hear Mace whenever he comes back, whatever.
Because you tweeted out.
So I tweeted, yo, I fucks with this Mace shit. And I'm seeing right now on Facebook a lot of cats being like, yo, that Mace shit wasn't even that good. Like
I felt like there were a couple bars that were subpar.
Right.
Or like the flow was off. It was a little weird.
And
then there were
shit,
other bars where he absolutely bodied it.
In your prime times too, like whatever.
I feel like Mace is like he's a beast, but like every time, like ever since he went to be a reverend and he came back, like remember he came with that welcome back. Like,
welcome.
I like the welcome back.
His bars are crazy.
I like the whole album.
But you're still grasping the fact that he was a reverend and he's talking about like, bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
bitches
but we've talked about.
He didn't swear on that album, yo. That album don't have a parental advisory on it.
The other thing we talked about too is you can pretty much go do whatever, and as long as you make dope music, you'll be all right.
Right.
But yo, what the fuck was the bar about where he says I fucked?
Says something about you fucked your sister.
No. Well, that he says Cam fucked his own sister, which is very fucking.
By the time this shit drops, the Cam Respond will be out. Because on Cam's IG, he's already leaking little snippets of it, and he says something about he really fucked Mace's sister, but whatever. By the time this shit comes out, it's whatever. But
no, the bar in there that he says. He said, I fucked the king of rap's girl.
Right.
So it's almost like, who's the, I think he's talking about Big,
right? Yeah.
Which seems to me that he's saying he fucked Faith.
I haven't heard it enough to know the words and the syllables word for word, so I don't want to say that if he said that exactly or not.
Yeah, yo, he said it was like
came like super flagrant.
Like, it was like he fucking was dissing
he
Big
came at him.
In a weird way.
Yeah, that did sound weird. I don't know if I even understood that at first play, but just hearing Mace got me a little fired up, and I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Mace, you said most underrated.
He was always in my list top 3 of most underrated of all time, so I put the tweet out like, this should lead into who's the fucking most underrated MCs of all time discussion on Stuck on Stuff. So I asked the fans and shit to hit the Facebook and drop their 3 or whatever.
Did people hit us up?
Yeah, I got them.
Hey, shout out to you couple people that tweeted us back. That's
cool.
I'm excited about
people,
that.
And on my Facebook and all that shit. I'm just gonna give you a few of the names people are listing. This is for most underrated MCs all time. I told him to leave no more than 3.
Stiz Grimy.
All right, Stiz Grimy, of course. Artisan, of course. This dude says AG, Master Ace, Big Shug. I got AZ, Black Thought, and this asshole named Snuck.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Shout out to Rob Diesel for that one. AZ, Sean P, Rap Lover. AZ by far number 1. G-Rap, Royce to 5'9".
Oh, Royce.
Somebody put Cannabis. I don't know about that one.
Yo, Cannabis still the illest. Spit.
That's true.
Cannabis could definitely spit.
So, what the long story short is the 2 that you're always going to hear, but without me even reading that shit, the 2 you're always going to hear is AZ, who if he's not my number 1, he's my number 2 or 1A, you know what I'm saying? AZ I think is most underrated. AZ and Black Thought are the 2 that you always hear in that conversation.
Black Thought, 1000%.
I need to know who's that third, because it's almost like does everybody agree on AZ and Black Thought being, even if they're not your favorite, or like underrated though?
Growing up, it used to be AZ, Black Thought, and Nas. And then Nas, that was like pre-Stillmatic. So we had to take
Stillmatic, yeah,
like before, because after Stillmatic, you had to take Nas off.
You could never put Nas in an underrated category because he's a top 3 dead or alive. So it's like
So now the new person.
I don't know. I mean, I would maybe I would say Royce, but like I feel like Royce gets.
I feel like everybody in Slaughterhouse.
You could put Royce in underrated.
Yeah, exactly. Like
underrated.
I feel like Buttons is a spitter.
Top 3. I'm throwing Mason there with Black Thought and AZ. That might be my 3 unless I could think.
So what do you think is next for Mace? What do you think?
Oh, probably nothing.
You think he'll just
he'll probably he does shit like this. Like you said, he drop a Welcome Back album and just fucking disappears for another 10 years. He does whatever. He must have felt some sort of way about the particular shit Cam said and came back right away. You know what I'm saying? But
so
I don't think we're gonna get a Mace album tomorrow.
I got a breakdown. This is Genius. Genius is breaking it down this way.
All right.
So he says, every time you talk of me, you sound like one time I fucked the king of rap bitch when I was unsigned. And the annotation says, in 1998, Jay-Z, who many considered the current king of rap back then, and Mace had beef over a girl named Ariane. Ariane was also a character in the opening skit of Mace's What You Want. Hey, yo, you said that bitch was 19. She ain't look 19.
Right.
So apparently this girl Ariane was someone who Jay was fucking, that's who Mace is talking about.
Even better.
And he fucking did it on that song.
That's cool. I felt weird because when you say the king, you think big, and you're like,
yeah, that's what talking about. I was like, why would he be talking about? Yeah,
didn't make sense.
Didn't make sense. Yeah.
This story makes way more sense. All right,
it cleared up that.
Cleared it right up.
That's
absolutely. Good. What else? What else did we miss?
So Cam dropped out. Mace responded.
We had some big guests that were in the works for.
Well, we still do. We just had to
we had to reschedule,
rework the calendar and shit.
But we got 2 big people.
We got a few pretty heavy guests coming up, man.
Yeah, we really do.
I can't wait for this shit.
Yeah, we really.
But, you know, this was, I don't even want to call it a test run, but you know, this took us so long to like figure this shit out, make sure we had all the right shit, blah blah blah. Like, you know, it's not a test run. We're throwing it out there because, you know, we're giving the people what they want. People are dying for Stuck on Stuff.
They were dying for it.
Dying for it. Artisan happened to be in the neighborhood. Pfft, come on by, kids. Sin, what are you working on right now, by the way? Nightmare Breathing out now, by the way, as well as
I just dropped Nightmare Breathing and the 90s LP. I dropped the 90s LP, but
90s LP is crazy.
I was thinking, yo, that's like such a good idea.
It's on like every like online like Apple Music,
all that shit.
Like,
check it out. It's called the 90s LP.
iTunes.
He just goes
Google
in.
Play. The 90s.
Yo, I was thinking about doing that too. That's always the ill idea.
Easy had that idea too.
Yeah,
the 90s.
GIs did it. GIs did it really ill.
I want to do a part 2, but
oh man, how many?
There's a million joints
beats?
you could.
Oh my god.
Well, the thing I wanted to do part 2, I don't know. I'm gonna give it away, but what I was gonna do is I was gonna resample all the old. Like I was gonna resample and make my own beats out of all like fucking
like the biggest 90s,
all the 90s shits. You know what I'm saying? Like Cream, like redo Cream over, and you know what I mean? But it's again, you kind of walk that thin line when you do shit like that because people start drawing comparisons and shit like that. So.
Sin is shout out to Sin. Sin is super producer. A lot of people don't know that. I still go to shows and people are like, oh shit, you produce?
Sin makes
or he'll be like, oh shit, you rap, because they only know him as a producer. So Sin has always been both. Since I was a little kid, he made our first beats ever.
You said some wild shit on Twitter.
I be saying some wild shit.
I haven't even spoken to you yet about it. This is fresh right here. But I seen this and I was like, oh shit, Snuck's foul, yo.
Fuck, what
Lil
is it?
Peep.
Oh, yeah, Dead at the Age of Who Gives a Fuck?
Oh, my Lord. Snuck, that's somebody's kid, yo.
Dead at the Age
That's somebody's kid.
Dead at the Age of Who Gives a Shit.
Shout
out MacGruber, the funniest movie of all time. I jacked that line from MacGruber.
I didn't even see MacGruber. But, yo, I never even heard a Little Peep until it happened.
You don't want to hear that shit.
I did listen to a song. It wasn't my style. But motherfucker had millions of views.
Yo,
it's
tough being a comedian. Sometimes you gotta drop a line. It might hurt some feelings, but
it is what it is. And at the end of the day, you were joking, obviously, but it's almost taking us. It comes from a place of what we're kind of.
It does come from a place.
What I mean? Like,
it comes from a place of who gives a shit.
It is. Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Oh damn, what was that? Oh, Post Malone. Anybody hear this Post Malone beef that's going on?
Who's he beefing with? I seen something.
Not even a beef, but he's catching a lot of heat.
What did he say? The quote.
He was in Poland. He was doing a show in Poland. He did this interview. They got him liquored up, right? So they got him off the liquor, and they asked him something about, like, you know, what you think about hip hop, or like, you know, when do you listen to hip hop? And he was like, he's like, when I'm trying, if I want to go in my room and have a nice cry, I'm not going to listen to hip hop. I'm going to listen to Bob Dylan or someone like that. If I want to party, then I'm going to listen to hip hop.
Yeah, he goes hip hop. Damn, I want to find the exact quote because he's something about can't you be sad or mad or
that's basically what he said.
All these feelings that I grew up listening to Tupac feeling because he made me felt that way. Sad, mad, angry.
Rock Bottom by Eminem.
Oh
my God. Like, I remember being dead
His
broke.
shit is the exact opposite
Rock Bottom.
of the truth.
Oh my God. Rock Bottom was one of those.
Hip hop is supposed to make you feel all them fucking feelings.
You feel that shit.
Not just that one feeling at the club fucking bouncing Gucci gang, all this shit. Like,
that's what that's
cool
my
for a few
favorite.
It just shows where his mind is at with it.
That's cool while you're in the club, but when you leave the club and you're in the whip with the bitch that you got at the club, you're gonna have to play something else. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yo, do you know this joint Slain? Close my eyes. Close your eyes.
Off which eyes? Which CD?
It was an old joint. It was probably off.
I'm sure I've heard all the Slain shit. Yeah.
That song was one of those songs for me too that used to just fucking.
I
would just
exactly. So the point is, you're supposed to be able to do that shit. And now that makes me not even want to check Dude's album because if every joint is Rockstar, I'm only there for Rockstar in the first place. So if every joint sounds like that and there's nothing real in between.
I listened to his album, like some of his joints on his album, and me personally, I think that the songs that he got on the radio are his best songs.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah,
probably.
of course.
Like that's crazy too.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know how we was growing.
Nah,
up,
I know
like,
what it is.
And that's not to take away anything from Bob Dylan or whoever he was saying.
for sure.
Like, of course they make. But yo, every genre has happy music, sad music, mad music. You know what I mean?
But they call
like,
this dude always gets called a culture vulture. Sin, you feel like Post Malone is a culture vulture in a way?
I mean, me personally, I don't know him.
Trying to give him the answer.
I don't follow him. I don't follow him enough to know whether he is.
You just know the shit you hear on the radio from him, right?
You know what?
Yeah. I know he's fucking Justin Bieber's boy. So
yeah, he opened up for him on tour. He came here at the Garden, was open.
So leaning a little more towards culture vulture.
So what you're saying is he's definitely a culture vulture, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
I don't know him personally, but I would say he's a culture.
If you had to guess,
you know what? I don't. I think that Post Malone is just out here.
I think he's good at making music, though.
Yeah,
he can't front on somebody that can make music.
He makes a couple real catchy joints. He's got a good ear. You know, just to be out here with his whole style, like you know what I mean. That's not a normal style. Like
I like this shit. I really thought Rockstar was the joint of the year. So
I don't think. I think people are taking it a little too serious.
French song.
I don't like that shit.
Unforgettable.
Nah,
I'm not saying like whether.
I'm just not a French fan. I've already discussed my hate for French on this shit.
That's right.
I just
that's
feel like
another
it's
thing.
like played so much that.
Did you hear the song "Famous"?
From
French.
Famous?
I don't know.
Yes.
What, brand new? It just dropped?
Oh my god. Yo, yeah, I think so. I just found out about it a couple weeks ago. It's probably like my favorite song right now. That might be.
Oh, I think I heard it.
Yo, it's got a Drake one dance thing to it. And it's like.
Who's in the hook? Is somebody else in the hook, not him?
No, it's him.
Oh, I don't know.
It's him doing some auto-tune stuff.
I'm just not a fan of
Yo, I know. You really don't like.
I just hated his style on Drink Champs. Yo, shout out Drink Champs and shout out Hazardous Sounds and shit. I just didn't like him on that shit. It's what it is.
I think that I think French is like a good hook type of dude. Like,
yo, this hook is crazy. Honestly,
he does some ill hook.
Yeah, I don't. Ready? I just think you get bashed over the head with that shit enough that you start believing that.
Oh no! I mean, dog, there was a couple joints on Mac and Cheese that I fucked with.
All right, I know he got one with Davies, the one he did on Davies, where he's on the hook, and then Davies is spitting. So
I have to take your word for it.
And then he got one with Pusha T. That he's on the hook.
Here's this French. Ready? So I just want you to hit a hook. Oh Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
That's not it. There it is.
You got.
It's right there.
They don't play that shit on Top 40 shit yet or radio shit?
Dude, it's a hit. It's a hit. Hold on. Yeah. I just want to play you the hook. All right, here we go.
Sorry.
Hope you don't get famous. I don't know. He's got a smash, bro. I don't know.
Zero chances he wrote that shit.
Zero chances he wrote that shit, but
shit,
yo, would you take it? Would you take if someone came up to you right now and said, "Yo, I will give you a deal, not a crazy deal. You're not gonna be a fucking,
but more than a distribution deal, like actual
to write songs. You're not gonna perform them. Someone else is gonna perform them. And shit.
Yeah, all day.
But you'll be able to raise your family and buy a house.
I personally would love that because I've said no to going on tours before. Like that's just kind of not the thing for me. Like I'm just not into it. So I would love that. I would love to just play the back, get the checks,
just write,
keep it. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Which contradictions. A lot of people think I'm always trying to be superstar snug in the camera and all that shit. I'll play the pot, yo. I don't care.
Of course.
I'll play the pot.
I would absolutely do that.
Sin would do that.
It's always like better to be the ghostwriter than to be
in country, like in other genres, like
and money wise too. There's more bread in that shit.
Same
with producing. I wish I could fucking produce. I make beats in my head all the time. They just can't. I don't know how to get them out of my fingertips onto the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Again, turns out setting this shit up is fucking hard.
We can barely even set up a fucking podcast, and we got a audio interface, some fucking mics in the computer, and it's just not that simple apparently.
So we got to start wrapping it up. What do you want to wrap up on?
Oh shit, man, I don't know how many fucking things. Sin, plug all your shit while I check if I missed anything.
We got the sexual harassment shit.
Yeah, man. We had to get an episode in because we had to take that week off and new location. So it's definitely good to get one in. We'll be back next week, obviously, with some guests and shit. We'll announce all that shit coming up. Sin, what's all your socials and all that shit?
So
websites and shit.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Artisin ST. Go check out artisanmusic.com.
Word up. And Sin is also a member of ST the Squad.
Shouts to ST.
In-house ST producer as well as MC. He's on the new ST album.
Yo, website, man. You think it's worth it having a website?
Of course.
I pay like $30 a month, I think, for my website.
Yeah, it is if you're
you gotta try to slang gear.
If you're banging out merch and shit, it's definitely worth it. But hold on,
especially if it pays for itself.
I don't want to. I did have a couple things. How we looking on time? Where we at?
Well, how long we at?
We'll wrap up soon, but I did want to get into a funny story. I thought was funny.
Yeah, what?
Let me see where this shit is. Where we at?
35.
Oh, no, we good. Coolio punches ticket to be porn star's vice president. This is a real thing. This is a real thing.
What? He punched what?
Punched his ticket to run as vice president for this porn star. There's a porn star that's running for president. He's running with her to be vice president.
What's the porn star's name?
That's a good thing. I see right here. Hold up.
That's crazy.
You have a favorite porn star?
DeVille.
R.I.P.
Charlotte Style. She died last week too.
What?
Used to nail my brains out to her. Shout out Charlotte Style.
She was
fucked the shit out of myself to Charlotte Style.
What happened?
I don't know. But they just said she fucking. You like that one? Yo.
Too.
According to KESQ, Coolio is reportedly running in the presidential campaign as vice president alongside adult film star Sherry DeVille. I don't know this one, Stiz. You know her?
Yo, the DeVille sounds mad familiar.
Who seeks to become the next U.S. president. I like the quote, though, from Coolio. Says, somebody got to do something, man. Somebody got to try, he explains.
Shit, if Trump...
we need normal people. We need normal, regular, everyday people in office. Coolio and a porn star. I'm with it.
Oh, geez.
I guess, right, if Trump could fucking...
I would take him over
right,
Trump, but... Doc, can we please get back with... Can we get rid of this notion that, like, I feel like that's what Trump used, like, we don't need politicians. We just need someone who has absolutely no experience to go in there and do it. I always say it like this, yo. If you had to get open... And so that's what we did with this election. We chose Trump, who had no experience, right? Because we were like, oh, we don't want... Yeah, we don't want the career. All right, so if you had to have open heart surgery, right? And you had to choose about who's going to do that surgery between a doctor who had a malpractice suit filed against them.
Right, but he's still a doctor.
Still a doctor. Yeah. Or... the manager of a Wendy's.
Right, which mentally is Trump. Yeah,
I'm going to go with the doctor that has the fucking...
And that analogy, you are correct.
So I don't know. I'm done with the fucking... I mean, that's like The Rock saying he's going to run. Yeah. And that shit was starting to get a little serious.
Well...
And it happens. Look at Arnold. Arnold got it. Schwarzenegger. Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, man. I'm with The Rock.
Jesse!
I'm voting for The Rock all day, kid.
Fucking The Rock. Biggest...
Sin, yo... I never even asked you this in real life. What's the worst album you own? Or like that what's the album that you love, but like most people don't fuck with? You got one of them?
Yo, the worst album?
Or the worst album you just straight up physically own and shit.
All right. I'm going to say this, and I don't think it's the worst, but since...
Just say it. I'm going to make fun of you either way.
I think it is The Firm.
Oh,
Firm?
Shit.
I wouldn't say that.
I like your
style.
style.
A lot of people hated on that shit. A lot of people like didn't. That was supposedly a dud, but I'm like, I don't see it. Like,
all right.
Firm. That's just like an amazing album. Though.
I can kind of give you that because the way I worded it, I know what you mean. So, but you think a lot of people don't fuck? See, on the East Coast, people fuck with that shit, but not on the West Coast too because of the Dre aspect. So
yeah, supposedly it was.
I think supposedly it was a dud, but I think you're talking about like album sales and shit, like.
I would honestly say something like Immature or something like that.
Stiz always brings up Immature. He loves
The Firm.
It's his favorite group, Immature.
But see, he's laughing. See, so that's like one that I love that I probably wouldn't tell.
Nah, you know what?
You like it too?
Truth. Yeah, I like it.
But there's the thing, because when you go back now, you're embarrassed because they're like fucking 8 or 9 year old boys or some shit singing love songs and shit. But at the time, this shit was fly.
Yo, but remember, Boys to Men.
ABC,
BBD,
yeah, for sure.
And then added the kids with the playground,
yeah, Aisha, all that shit.
Yo,
ABC.
We used to like that.
Dot Adams was talking about ABC last week on the last show.
Yeah, man.
Another bad creation.
Shout out Dart. Yo, we got a lot of love for that episode.
Yeah, we got some dope guests coming up too. Again, we'll wrap up, but we're at
got a lot of love for the Dart.
Where we at? Still stuck on stuff, fucking on everything or what?
Oh, yeah. StuckOnStuffPodcast @gmail.com. Hit us up, yo, if you have any idea of guests that we should get on. we'll
topics
get
you
on
want us
that,
to hit
yeah.
or whatever.
We are gonna be getting the Mike Dowd from that documentary, The 7-5.
Major.
So all the people listening need to go out and watch that documentary.
Netflix, right, Stiz?
I think it's on Netflix. You can get it, man. Just search it. It's about the dirtiest cop
That
in
shit is
New
crazy.
York history. This dude was literally like the dirtiest
You
cop.
gotta peep this shit, son.
He sold
Yeah.
fucking. He protected drug dealers, would take their money. He would rob other drug dealers for what I mean.
wow.
This was in Brooklyn. In
This
the
dude was
70s,
not a cop, yo. He just had a badge. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
So we getting him on, Mike Dowd. He's about to come on with us. So make sure you watch that documentary. And if you have any questions you want us to ask him,
And I don't want to announce anybody else yet, but we got something for everybody coming up. A lot of stuff coming up.
and Rihanna.
And of course, Rihanna's stopping by next week. So other than
in a
that,
few weeks.
So
any
we'll
any
go
good
from Sin
music
to
coming
Rihanna.
out that we're looking
probably
forward
not,
to?
if I had to guess.
I am waiting on the M shit to drop. That'll be
Yup.
something when it drops. I will
Yeah,
stop.
M is one of them dudes where every time he drops, I don't care. I scoop it. I'll go with the physical and everything. MJ, there's very select people. I'll go hit the store and everything. Like,
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
So
So,
you
well, I'm
gotta-
still a collector though.
Yeah.
So
See, I'm so mad.
even I've
that.
slowed down because you know what I'm saying, but it's tough being a collector now when nothing matters.
But I
anymore
look
in
at people
CD4.
who have collections like you, like Term,
Yeah.
Easy. I'm like,
Term probably got the biggest one I've seen in
that
person.
shit. That
Pause.
shit just looks so amazing. Yeah, that's super positive. Just when you see that shit in person, like it's just like that shit looks dope. I would like to have DVDs. I'm trying to collect DVDs.
That's another one, same as CDs, same situation, you know.
Oh, and I went to the Rhode Island Comic Con and I met Freddie. That shit was
Oh
really
yeah,
dope.
you got your fucking Freddy glove
Got
signed.
the glove signed. Yeah. Turns out the glove though that I got's kind of a piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna get a better one. But
What about the guy? Was he a piece of shit? 'Cause I know a lot of
Nah.
times you meet your idols and they're huge
I
pieces of
waited
shit.
in line for 5 hours to meet that fucking guy.
Yeah.
And the reason why it was so long though is because he literally spent like 2 minutes with you. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah,
But I
yeah.
will tell you something that did happen that was crazy. So the glove that I have is metal. It's like metal. And you're not supposed to get in with that type of shit. Like you're supposed to get it.
right.
You can like get in, but you have to like go through security, and they have to like give you a special fucking band, whatever. It just so happened I got in. They didn't check it. I had it in the box though and everything. So when I got right to the front of the line, I was the next person to go. I took the glove out to have it ready. I'm waiting to do it. All of a sudden, a security guy walks by and he sees it, and he's like, yo, and he sees I don't have like the special badge or whatever.
Right.
He's like, yo, you can't have that. What? Let me see that. You can't have that. I'm literally the next person to fucking go.
Man.
I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro, listen, like I got in, like no one said anything. I'm fucking pleading with them. Luckily, Robert Anglin's publicist was like this chick, and she was like saying to him too, like, yo, he's good. He's been waiting. He's just gonna get it signed right now, and he's out. Whatever. So I ended up getting in, but for like a good minute or two there, I was like, fuck, I think I might get kicked out right when I got all the way to the front.
Were you nervous when you met dude? Because this is a big deal for you. You're a huge.
I mean, I was a little like, luckily, like I have some experience with meeting like famous
for
people,
sure at this point.
so
Yeah.
it's a little easier.
But this is different though.
It was a little different, and
I mean, I've been in your crib before. You got fucking Freddy Krueger all over the walls and shit. Real psycho
super
shit.
weirdo. And it was a little weird. I gave him a Team Grimy shirt, and then I gave him my business card for the radio, and I was like,
all right, dope.
And I wrote on the back, this is super gay. This is so super gay. So I wrote on the back of the business card like, Robert, thank you for providing me with a lifetime of entertainment.
Right.
Corny
McCormick.
And he took the shirt and it was just like, yeah, thanks, man. Cool.
I keep thinking that.
Thanks, you do it in the pile with
he
fucking
ain't
shit behind
ever
him.
wearing that fucking
I keep
shirt.
thinking that
Never
M line when he's like, on stand, he's like 4 hours and you just said no.
Stiz drove 4 hours and you just said no.
Yo, for real, yo. But
Yeah,
he was
dope.
kind of cool, yo. And then it
that's
kind of
dope.
sucked. Oh, this was actually really cool. So I finally, I'm talking to Robert, and he goes, what do you want me to sign it? I go, oh, sign it Stiz. He goes, Stiz. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a rapper, and I do a radio show out in Stiz Grimy. And the dude, like a security guard that was like behind the table, goes, Stiz? And he
shit,
recognized
that's
me
dope.
from the radio show.
Dope.
So I kind
That's
of looked
amazing.
cool right there in front of Robert, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? I perform. So then it went up and then it went down real fast. so he's like, oh, you're a rapper? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you perform? He's like, oh, there's this place in New Jersey. Like, do you get out of state? Have you ever done this place in Jersey?
Right.
And I had to be like, Nah, man, I'm like still in Massachusetts.
So I was gonna say before you said that, maybe don't start with I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Start with the other shit.
Yeah,
Radio
fuck.
shit. Save that shit. Oh, by the way, I'm fucking. I be making ill raps
funny,
too.
though.
Like,
yo, it was cool though. I'm glad that I did it. Yo, he's like 70 years old. You know what I mean? So he probably
Right.
doesn't have that much time left on this earth.
right.
And you know, shit, knock on wood. I'm not trying to jinx him, but I'm glad that I got that. I will have that now forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
like,
major.
Is there someone like for that for you guys? Like Mariah, I would imagine with you, but that's like Eminem for me. But is there a movie person for you? Not an artist, not like a
movie person,
like
not
just a movie that
really.
you just really fucking love. Like, do you, Sin?
Best movie of all time is probably Goodfellas, but it's not like I'd go crazy if I met dudes. I'm not really that. I don't be starstruck over a few people.
Yeah.
And I remember one time early on in the podcast when you asked, you know, who would be the dopest guest I could ever get on a podcast.
You said Jay.
No, I think I said, and you were like, oh, well, Mariah, obviously. And I looking back, I was like, nah, that's not the person I would want to get on a fucking podcast. Fuck that one on a podcast for. I won't be locked up in the studio with her and go to work. I'd rather work with her. Like, the podcast shit is different. Like, we got to get... That's like, you want somebody super entertaining.
You know
yeah, she would be. We got to pour
stories,
you got to have tons of wine.
She's gonna bring it, Snuck. She's an alcoholic. She's
not an alcoholic, my dude.
She needs help.
That's the people been telling me that for years too. Fuck, that means I'm an alcoholic too.
Go check out the Snuck song that he did on Mariah. What's that joint?
Oh, it's called from one MC to another.
Yeah,
It's just all Mariah Carey vibes. I took all her songs and flipped them and shit.
Yeah, that's just
very genius.
That's dope. So is that it? What else? We looking forward to anything? Any? I guess
I'm looking forward to hoping this shit sounds good and drops and you know what I'm saying?
Man.
We come back next week with some dope guests and I'm looking forward to Stuck on Stuff Season 2. This shit is going to be super major. We got the Stokes going. We got weed going. I got my fucking beers.
I got a nice coffee.
You know what I'm saying? Stiz about to light his next cigarette with his last cigarette. Let's keep it moving. Stuck on Stuff on everything. Stuck on Stuff Podcast at Gmail. I'm Superstar Snuck on everything. SuperstarSnuck.com and all that.
StizGrimey.com. StizGrimey on everything. And that's it. We out.
Peace.